Hello, welcome to my class. I am Pamela Jasmine. Today I am going to teach Merchant of Venice, Act 5. The scene takes place in Belmont, Avenue to Portia's house. It was night time, and when the scene begins, we can see Lorenzo and Jessica in a romantic mood. Lorenzo: the moon shines bright in such a night as this, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, and they did make no noise. In such a night, Troilus methinks mounted the Trojan walls, and sighed his soul toward the Grecian tents, where Cressid lay that night. Now, Lorenzo is referring some legendary lovers. So, the moon shines bright in such a night as this, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, and they did make no noise. So the night is described as a silent night, and there was a gentle breeze, and the breeze was so gentle, and the trees, it was passing over the trees. The wind was blowing over the trees, and as it was a gentle breeze, the trees were not making any noise. So it was perfect silence there. And Lorenzo is telling that in such a night, Troilus methinks mounted the Trojan walls, and sighed his soul toward the Grecian tents, where Cressid lay that night. So at that time, in such a night, Troilus mounted the Trojan wall, because at that time Greeks were attacking Troy, and his Troilus' love Cressida was taken prisoner by the Greeks, and she was lying in a tent. So Troilus climbed the wall, Trojan wall, and he sighed because he was very sad, and his love Cressida was lying in the tent. Jessica: in such a night did Thisbe fearfully overtrip the dew, and saw the lion's shadow himself, and ran dismayed away. Now Jessica is telling the story of Pyramus and Thisbe. That play was famous during Shakespeare's time. So Pyramus and Thisbe were lovers, and they decided to meet at a tomb at night. And Thisbe came first, and she was waiting for Pyramus. And it was a misty night, and the grass were covered with mist. And Thisbe stumbled on the grass, and at that time she saw a lion, and she became scared, and she ran away, leaving her outer cloth there. And when Pyramus came, he saw the outer cloth or the cloak of Thisbe, and he misunderstood that Thisbe was killed by the lion, and he committed suicide. That was the story of Pyramus and Thisbe. Lorenzo: in such a night stood Dido with a willow in her hand upon the wild sea banks, and wafted her love to come again to Carthage. Now this is the story of Lorenzo is telling the story of Dido. So Dido was the queen of Carthage. When Troy fell, this Aeneas came to the court, and Dido fell in love with this Aeneas. But Aeneas betrayed her. Aeneas deserted her. And when Aeneas left her, Thisbe was standing on the seashore with a willow in her hand. And afterwards, this willow was considered as the symbol of forsaken love. Jessica: in such a night, Medea gathered the enchanted herbs that did renew old Aeson. Jessica is telling that on such a night, Medea is the wife of Jason, and Medea got some magical powers. She has collected some enchanted herbs and made a medicine and gave it to Jason's father, and Jason's father renewed to his youth. Lorenzo, in such a night did Jessica steal from the wealthy Jew, and with an unthrift love did run from Venice as far as Belmont. Lorenzo started teasing Jessica. He is telling on such a night Jessica stole money and jewels from her rich father and eloped with her prodigal lover and came till Belmont. Jessica, in such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well, stealing her soul with many vows of faith and never a true one. And then Jessica tells, on such a night Lorenzo gave so many oaths of love, or Lorenzo swore many oaths of love and stole the heart of Jessica with many vows of faith, but it was not true. Lorenzo, in such a night did pretty Jessica like a little shrew slander her love, and he forgave it her. Then Lorenzo was telling, on such a night Jessica, like a beautiful Jessica, like a little mouse, said wrong things about her husband, about her love, but her love forgave her, gave pardon to her. Jessica, I would outnight you, did nobody come, but hark, I hear the footing of a man. I would have defeated you in this argument, in this night, overnight. Throughout night, I could have argued with you, but I could hear somebody's footsteps. Somebody is coming. Enter Stefano. Lorenzo, who comes so fast in silence of the night? Then Lorenzo asks, who is there? Who is coming in this silent night? Stefano, a friend. Lorenzo, a friend. What friend? Your name? I pray you, friend. Then who is this? Which friend? Please tell your name. Stefano. Stefano is my name, and I bring word. My mistress will before the break of day be here at Belmont. She doth stray about by holy crosses, where she kneels and prays for happy wedlock hours. So Stefano introduces himself. I am Stefano. My name is Stefano. I brought some message. I brought a message. My mistress will arrive, will come to Belmont before morning, before break of day. That means before morning. Be here at Belmont. She does stray about by holy crosses. She stays in a shrine, and she was kneeling down and praying for her happy married life. Lorenzo, who comes with her? Lorenzo wants to know whether somebody else is coming with her. Stefano, none but a holy hermit and her maid. I pray you, is my master yet returned? Nobody else is coming, only a holy hermit and her maid. And he was asking if there is any message from Bassanio. Lorenzo, he is not, nor we have not heard from him. But go we in, I pray thee, Jessica, and ceremoniously let us prepare some welcome for the mistress of the house. There is no news about Bassanio. He is not, nor we have not heard from him. We have not heard anything from him. But go we in, I pray thee, Jessica. Let's go inside. I request you, Jessica. Let us prepare. Let us prepare ceremoniously. That means officially let us prepare for the arrival of our mistress Portia. Lancelot, sola, sola, wo, ha, ho, sola, sola. Lorenzo, see, Lancelot is coming with so much noise. Then Lorenzo, who calls? Who is there? Lancelot, sola, did you see Master Lorenzo? Master Lorenzo, sola, sola. Then he is asking, Lancelot is asking for Lorenzo. Did you see my master Lorenzo? Lorenzo, leave whole-lying man here. Stop making noise. I am here. Lancelot, sola, where? He is just fooling. Lorenzo, here. Lancelot, tell him there is a post come from my master with his horn full of good news. My master will be here ere morning. Then Lancelot brought the message of Bassanio's arrival. Bassanio is reaching before morning. Bassanio is also reaching. Lorenzo, sweet soul, let's in, and there expect their coming. And yet, no matter, why should we go in? My friend Stefano, signify, I pray you, within the house your mistress is at hand, and bring your music forth into the air. At first, Lorenzo decided to go inside and wait for Portia's arrival. Then he has changed his decision. And yet, no matter, why should we go in? Why should we go inside? My friend Stefano, signify, I pray you. My friend Stefano, I request you to just go inside and inform the household that Portia is coming and bring your music forth into the air. Then you arrange some musicians. Bring musicians here. Exit Stefano. Lorenzo continues. How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit and let the sounds of music creep in our ears. Lorenzo tells that the moonlight spread throughout the bank and in this moonlight they can sit there and let the sound of music creep into their ears. He wants to enjoy music, sit there in the moonlight. Soft stillness and the night become the touches of sweet harmony. The stillness of night, that silence and night are very suitable for beautiful music. Sit, Jessica, look how the floor of heaven is thick inlaid with patents of bright gold. Sit here, Jessica. You look at the sky. Floor of heaven means sky. Look at the sky and see how it is covered. It is throughout the sky there were beautiful stars, bright stars. So the sky is spread with bright stars and it is like plates of gold. There is not the smallest orb which thou beholds, but in his motion like an angel sings, still querying to the young-eyed cherubims. Even the smallest star is moving in its orbit with beautiful music, with divine music. In that moment there is divine music and it sings like a young angel. How an angel sings, like that even the planets and stars are singing when they move in their orbits. And it is blending, still querying to the young-eyed cherubims. The music of the stars and planets blend with the music of angels, cherubims, young cherubims. Such harmony is in immortal souls, but while this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. Such harmony is in immortal souls. Even that music is in our immortal souls. But while this muddy vesture of decay means mortal body, our immortal souls have divine music in it. But it is our souls are enclosed in this muddy vesture, in this mortal body. Doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. As our soul is enclosed in the mortal body, we cannot hear the music of our immortal soul. Enter musicians. Then all musicians enter. Come ho and wake Diana with a hymn. With sweetest touches pierce your mistress' ear and draw her home with music. Then Lorenzo instructs the musicians. Play beautiful music and wake Diana. Diana is the moon goddess. You wake up Diana, the moon goddess, with your beautiful music, with a hymn. Hymn is a devotional song. You wake up Diana, the moon goddess, with your beautiful devotional song. With the sweetest touches pierce your mistress' ear and draw her home with music. And with your sweet music, let your sweet music pierce the ears of your mistress. Let the music enter the ears of Portia and draw her home with music and welcome her home. with beautiful music. Jessica, I'm never merry when I hear sweet music. Jessica is telling that she cannot be merry when she hears sweet music. Lorenzo, the reason is your spirits are attentive. Then Lorenzo is telling that it is because she is very much attentive or she is totally involved in music. That's why she cannot be merry. For do, but not a wild and wanton herd or race of youthful and unhandled coals, fetching mad bounds, bellowing and neighing loud, which is the hot condition of their blood. So you can see, you can notice a wild and wanton herd, a wild and playful herd of animals, wild animals, or race of youthful and unhandled coals, or a group of very young untrained horse, fetching mad bounds of bellowing and neighing loud. They must be leaping and jumping and running around and making loud cries, which is the hot condition of their blood. That is the condition. That is because of their energy. They are very young and their blood is very energetic. That is why they move around making noise and all. If they but hear perchance a trumpet sound or any air of music touch their ears, you shall perceive them make a mutual stand. Their savage eyes turn to a modest gaze. When they move around like that, when these wild animals and untrained young horses, when they move around running and jumping and making loud noise, and at that time, if they hear, by any chance, if they hear the trumpet or if they hear the sound of a trumpet or any kind of music, you shall perceive them. You can see that. You can notice that. Make a mutual stand. That music, that sound of music will make them stand still and listen to it, stand together. Their savage eyes turn to a modest gaze. Then the wildness in their eyes will change to a very soft look. Even, see, now Lorenzo is trying to tell that even wild animals can enjoy music. Therefore, the poet did feign that Orpheus drew trees, stones and floods, since not so stockish, hard and full of rage, but music for the time doth change his nature. So here Lorenzo is referring the poems of the poet Ovid. Ovid wrote that the great musician Orpheus has moved trees, stones and flood with his music. Even the trees and very hard stones and trees and floods were moved by the music of the musician Orpheus. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sound, is fit for treason, stratagems and spoils. Here Lorenzo is telling a man without music or a man who is not moved by or touched by music is good for nothing. He is fit only for treason, only for all the negative things like treason, violence and pillage. So a man without music or a man cannot enjoy music is a person who does treason and spoilage and all. Then the motions of his spirit are dull as night and his affections dark as herbs. Let no such man be trusted. This man without music is like his spirit is as dull as night and his motions of his spirit are dull as night and his affections dark as herbs, and his soul is as dull as night and dark as the underworld. Herbs means underworld. Then let no such man be trusted. We cannot trust such a person who cannot enjoy music or a person who does not have any music in him cannot be trusted. Mark the music. Now the musicians starts music. Enter Portia and Nerissa. When Portia and Nerissa are coming, They see the light in Portia's hall. Then Portia said, "That light we see is burning in my hall. How far that little candle throws his beams." So Portia was telling that, see that light, it is from my hall, and it is the light of a small candle. How far this small candle's light is spreading. How far that candle throws his beams. So shines a good deed in a naughty world. So like this, a good deed shines in this wicked world. Even though the world is wicked, if we do something good, it will shine in this world. Nerissa, when the moon shone, we did not see the candle. Then Nerissa remarked, so when the moon was there, we did not see the candle. Portia, so doth the greater glory dim the less. A substitute shines brightly as a king until the king be wise. Then Portia is telling that, see, a greater glory dims the lesser glory. When the king is not there, his deputy or his substitute will shine like the king himself. But when the king arrives, all his power empties. And then his state empties itself as doth an inland brook into the main of waters. Main of waters means sea. So like this, when the king comes, the deputy's glory will be emptied. Like that, see, it is compared to the streams which empty its water in the main water. That means in the sea. When the stream's water is in the sea, we cannot see the stream itself because sea is so vast and big. So when the stream's water enters into the sea, we cannot identify the stream. Music, hark, oh, then they can hear the music from Portia's house. Nerissa, oh, it is your music, madam, of the house. Nerissa tells her, there is music in your house. We can hear music from your house. Portia, nothing is good, I see, without respect. Methinks it sounds much sweeter than by day. Nothing is good if it is not in the right time. I think now it's good, it sounds good than by day. Nerissa, silence bestows that virtue on it, madam. This night is silent. Night silence suits very well with music. During the night, music sounds better. Portia, the crow doth sing as sweetly as the lark when neither is attended. Even a crow sings as good as a lark when nobody is listening. And I think the nightingale, if she should sing by day, when every goose is cackling, would be thought no better a musician than the wren. If a nightingale sings during the day, when the goose cackle, its song would not be that good, and its songs will be like the song of a wren, a common bird. How many things by season are to their right praise and true perfection. Things are considered perfect and praiseworthy when it is in the right time. Everything is perfect and praiseworthy if it is in the right time. Peace, ho, the moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awakened. Then Portia is telling, peace, be silent, keep silence. The moon is sleeping with Endymion. Here the poem of Keats, Endymion is referred. Endymion is a shepherd boy, very handsome shepherd boy. Moon fell in love. According to the story, the moon is considered as a feminine character, and moon fell in love with Endymion, the handsome shepherd boy, and moon came down and slept with Endymion, this shepherd boy. So here Portia is telling, don't disturb Endymion and the moon, let them sleep and would not be awakened. Let them not be awakened, let them sleep. That's all, because this is a very big scene, so I am taking it in 2 parts. I'll come with the next video very soon. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. God bless.